One of my worst fears is seeing a strange face peer into my window. This is exactly what happened to an Alabama couple on New Year's Eve 2015. Only the peeping Tom was in the buff and a sock covered his genitals and wearing a Ronald Reagan mask. I know a lot of people are laughing about it, and honestly, I got a chuckle of it later, but at the same time, it was very concerning. Daniel Yancey told Alabama media news site AL.com. I don't know what he was planning on doing. Apparently, Danielle's husband got a glimpse of the naked peeping Tom, and while he was taking out the trash, and a home security camera confirmed that it was all not in his head, police never caught the nude presidential peeper and chalked the incident up to a drunken prank or a lost bet. Perhaps you experience of having a stranger turn up to your New Year's Eve party. This actually happened to me once. It was no big deal, and we invited her inside to join the festivities because I've gotten lost and couldn't find the party she was actually heading to. However, Reddit user Hits Guitar wrote that an unexpected guest materialized out of nowhere at their New Year's Eve party. All of the doors and windows were locked. No one admitted to letting the old woman dressed in white inside the house. Upon leaving the party, she dropped two scars at the doorstep. Nobody knows how she got in, and me and my mom were freaking out because we think that's a symbol of something. It's not good. Hits Guitar wrote, adding that a cousin saw the woman in his dreams a few nights later, though no one ever saw her again. Have you ever gotten the feeling that you're not alone, even when you are? According to the website Wattpad, one woman had an unwelcome guest on her New Year's Eve. One could hear but not see. The trouble began when things started disappearing. The woman and her boyfriend kept losing items they were using, only to have them reappear a few minutes later. Later in the evening, a strange man's voice joined the conversation, yelling, "Right," in response to a comment one of the guests made. Eventually, each guest heard an invisible man coughing in the bathroom, even though there was no one there. The activity stopped the next day, so perhaps this ghost just really likes to join in the New Year's Eve festivities. Okay, so I used to watch General Hospital, and at one point there was a mystery figure offering people in the sleepy town of Port Charles because each person received a text before the killer caught them in his trap. He became known as the text message killer. One Reddit user had a similar New Year's Eve experience. And while no one was hurt, the phantom text would make anyone uneasy. Reddit user J.A. began receiving text messages from an unknown number on New Year's Eve that said, "I'm outside." The message began to escalate, and at one point the mystery texter claimed to be inside the house watching J.A. and friends. The text continues throughout the night, with the texter describing J.A.'s car and sending creepy texts while they were driving home. The texter was watching J.A. When the others tried to call the number that J.A. was receiving the text from, they got a message saying that was not a working phone number. While the messages eventually stopped, the fear never really went away. I haven't driven too deep into this. One on hand, I felt that something really bad could happen if I kept probing it. JA wrote on Reddit, and nothing has happened so far. But the other hand, I don't have any closure, and sometimes I get paranoid about getting another message. This one is pretty disturbing. A Florida man who told police he was angry with his mother used an axe to decapitate her on New Year's Eve 2014, according to CNN. The creepiest part is the mugshot. taken after the man was arrested. In the photo, he smiled like the one would from childhood school pictures. The man was apparently fed up with his mother nagging him about moving some boxes into the attic, Sheriff Bob told CNN.